Once you're ready to get going on the Billboard part of your project, you're going to want to create a brand new Photoshop document. So go File, New. This time we're going to make something that's really wide. So on Schoology I have the instructions for you. So we're going to go 14 inches by 48. So we want that width to be 48, height to be 14, and a resolution 100. Click Create. So this is the standard billboard size that you'll see out there on the road. Now we may end up bringing this into an actual billboard picture in the end, which is pretty fun too. I'll just bring that into Photoshop as a third tab. So after we bring over what we need from here into this one, then we can edit it into here so we can see what it looks like as though we're on the side of the road. So to bring over some of your graphics from the first ad, you can simply click on the layer that you want. I'm going to use the similar gradient, and I'm going to be in the Move tool, and I click up to the next tab and then back down again. I can resize this so that it makes sense. I did Control T and then I drag that across. I can do that with my next grouping here, so I'm going to bring together these two layers, bring them up, and then back down without letting go of the mouse. Alright, now I'm going to do Control T. This was that ground layer. Stretch that, and I'm going to bring it down. You really got to decide what you think makes sense for the look of the composition. So I'll probably end up changing where the text is and everything like that. Or you could make this just a brand new type of ad even. If you wanted to adjust like the message that you have coming through in it. Alright. So then I can bring over my product. Again, if you want to have multiple layers that you bring over at the same time, just click on one, hold Shift, click the next one, so two are highlighted, then bring them up, and then back down. Then Control T to resize them. In this case, I want things to be pretty visible from the road, so I will keep the camera a little bit larger. And I might even have the reflection go off the bottom. So it'll be the first thing that somebody sees if they're reading from left to right. So everything else is pretty much the same. Again, you can just keep taking the same things over from what you had in your first ad. Bring them down. Think about your message and what you think is most important for somebody to notice if they're driving by. So my message is that I want somebody to try out film, rather than just using a regular digital camera. So that message is going to be real big. I'll bring in the Ready For next. And I think if I bring in something in new, then I can decide on the general size of things. One last thing I'm going to do is just add in a layer for some effects on top of everything, just to give it a little more texture. So I've made a brand new layer. I'm going to go to the Brush tool. I'm going to click on, instead of General Brushes, I'm going to go down to some Special Effects ones. So find some Splatter Brushes that are pretty fun. And you can decide what color you paint with. I'm just going to stick with black for now. And I'm just going to add a little bit of splatter. I'm not going to keep this fully visible. I'm going to pull it below the camera. Lower the opacity down on it just a little bit. Maybe try a different blending mode. If you just kind of hover over blending mode, you'll see what it does. Yeah, maybe soft light. And then I am going to just use a layer mask here and get rid of a little bit that is over some areas that I don't want it. So I can paint black on a layer mask to delete part that I don't want. But yeah, I think having that texture on there just helps to give it just a little bit more of a flare. Now I'm going to bring this into that other artwork. So I think I want everything just to kind of go together and come in easily. So I'm going to save this down as a copy and create it a JPEG. Choose where you're going to save it. I'm just going to put it on the desktop. Then I'm going to bring it into this this billboard picture. So click on desktop, drag it in here. Now this is the pretty fun part. I can just put the corner right where the corner is on that one, and then I'm going to do distort. And if I click on distort, I'm just going to line up each corner with the corner in the billboard in this image. And if I do that, it will give it that same perspective. You might have to nudge it around a little bit. Again, distort, Control T, and then go to distort. And I think that's going to be pretty good right there. So here's the finished look of what it would look like just driving down the road.